My fiancé introduced me as just a friend at his company's gala. An hour later, the CEO walked onto the stage, called me his daughter, and changed both our lives forever. For 3 years, I thought I knew exactly who I was marrying. Ryan was charming, hardworking, ambitious. He always talked about our future, our house, our kids, our retirement. So when he invited me to his company's annual gala, I thought it was the next step. I spent 2 weeks saving for a dress. It wasn't designer, it wasn't expensive, but it made me feel beautiful. As we walked into the ballroom, Ryan suddenly grabbed my arm. One thing, what? My boss doesn't really like employees dating. So, let's just keep things professional tonight. I frowned. What do you mean? He smiled awkwardly. If anyone asks, just say you're a family friend. Before I could answer, one of his coworkers approached us. Ryan, he laughed and shook his hand. Then the coworker looked at me. And who is this? Ryan didn't hesitate. Oh, she's just a friend. Just a friend. 3 years together, a wedding planned, and suddenly, I was just a friend. I smiled politely, but inside something broke. For the next hour, Ryan barely acknowledged me. He laughed with executives, introduced junior employees to managers. He acted like I didn't exist. I quietly decided something. After the gala, the engagement was over. Then the lights dimmed. The company's CEO walked onto the stage. Everyone applauded. He thanked the staff, announced record profits. Then he smiled. Tonight, I'd also like to welcome someone very special. He looked directly at me. My daughter. The room went silent. Ryan slowly turned toward me. His face drained of color. Yes, the CEO was my father, but almost nobody knew. When I was 18, I asked him for one promise. I want people to know me because of my work, not because of your name, he agreed. I used my mother's surname, lived independently, worked my own job. My father never interfered. He simply watched from a distance. He invited me to the gala because he wanted to introduce me publicly for the first time. He had no idea Ryan had hidden our relationship. My father continued speaking. My daughter has always refused special treatment. She believes respect should be earned. I couldn't be prouder. The applause echoed through the ballroom. Ryan looked like he wanted the floor to swallow him. After the speech, he rushed toward me. I can explain. No, you've already explained. It wasn't like that. So introducing me as your fiancé would have hurt your career. He stayed silent. Exactly. The next morning, he came to my apartment with flowers. I panicked. I didn't want people thinking I was using your family. I looked at him calmly. You didn't know who my family was. You were embarrassed by who you thought I was. There was a difference. I gave him the engagement ring. He didn't argue. He knew. Months later, I accepted a position at another company, not my father's, not because I wanted to prove anything, because I finally understood something. Real love doesn't disappear when someone has nothing, and it doesn't suddenly appear when someone has everything. A year later, Ryan sent one final email. I lost the best thing that ever happened to me because I cared too much about impressing people who barely remembered my name. I never replied. Some lessons don't need answers. They just need consequences. Looking back, I'm grateful he introduced me as just a friend. Because if he hadn't, I might have spent the rest of my life believing he loved me more than he loved his image. Sometimes humiliation is painful, but sometimes it's the moment that saves your future. If the person you loved was ashamed to introduce you in public, would you give them another chance? Or walk away forever?